Hey everybody, it's Kelly. I'm so excited to be here today, and I am going to show a beautiful neutral pink eye. And while I'm at it, go ahead and put my face on. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take my Stay Spray on my Perfector sponge. I just cleaned my face, and I always use our Stay Spray to prime my face. This is gonna keep my makeup on all day. It's also going to cut down on the makeup that's gonna come off on my mask since we're in the mask days. So I do prime my face. If you are someone who's oily, I would suggest putting your face on and then using this as a setter as well. So I've got that done. Let's color correct just a tad. I'm gonna use Frenchie today, which as you know is one of our lip and cheek colors. And I'm just gonna use this to color correct that kind of bluish discoloration. And I just kind of take it on my finger. You can use a brush as well, but I usually just kind of take it on my finger like that, and I just kind of pat it over that discoloration. All right, so we're gonna use a couple different brushes. These are some of my favorites. The first brush I'm gonna use, 100% favorite contour brush, is the Detailed HAC brush. And so you can see, obviously I can wear different shades of contour. Today I'm gonna use olive. So I'm gonna use this flat end and just kind of dip down into here. And let's pop on some contour. I love this brush. I feel like it just gives, I don't know, it just hugs my cheekbone and just gives me the most perfect amount of contour as far as it blends. And you can see I just kind of push that up as well, and it just kind of slightly blends as I apply. Just put a little more, and we'll of course blend that more as we get a little further along. I'm gonna take it and run here along my hairline. I just love this brush. So if you're someone that is struggling with contour application, this brush could be your answer. And then I just take what's left and run it here, okay? And we can even take some and run on my nose. So of course this is meant to create a shadow to make your nose look a little smaller. And I do usually kind of go under my nose as well, just like that. Okay, we'll come back to that in just a second. I'm gonna use, probably my favorite application brush is gonna be the B Squared. If I had to pick one brush, this is gonna be it. I just love the finish that it gives me. It's great for mature skin, and it just gives me kind of an airbrush look, so I love it. So I'm gonna go in with the smaller end into my all over highlight, and I wear Sandy. I'll probably have to switch soon. And I'm just gonna press this or stipple it anywhere a man's beard would be, right? I don't know, I just feel like this brush puts the right amount of product on, and it just gives me a great coverage. I'm also gonna put it kind of in our little like palm tree action here above our eyebrows. Just like that, okay? And then I'm just gonna use the same brush. I'm just gonna kind of pinch it. We're gonna go into our brightening highlight, which I use Aura. So let's do our upside down kind of pie piece here. And again, I'm just kind of stippling that. I am gonna put that on my eyelids as well to kind of color correct that area and kind of even out that skin tone as well. I just love, 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 love this brush. I'm just gonna kind of stipple it on, and I like to do it this way because I feel like the product can kind of sit on my face before I'm ready to blend it, and it kind of warms up. I do touch the center of my chin and my Cupid's bow with that brightening highlight in addition to the center of my forehead, just like that. I'm also gonna take my finger and let's run it right down the center of that contour. All right, so we've got this on, let's blend it out. And so I tend to blend my contour last. That's just the way that I do it. Remember, be mindful, the more I sweep this with this brush, the more product I'm gonna lift off of my face. I tend to like more light medium coverage, so it doesn't really bother me. But if you're someone that likes a more full coverage, you'd wanna keep that in mind, okay? And then I'm just gonna lightly blend. I don't want this contour to go completely away, or there was no sense in putting it on, right? I just want that subtle shadow. We'll work on our contour, which I had already kind of blended. See how that just blends so nice. We'll pull this contour down so it's nice and even. And then this is pretty much blended, but let's just blend up just a little. Give me that nice shadow. So for application, I would say the Detail Hack and the B Squared are my go-to. Okay? Just touch up under our eyes, like so. Okay, so we've got that on. I'm doing a pretty pink eyeshadow palette, and so I was thinking, okay, what kind of lip do I want to do? Well, first off, let's contour our lip. I'm just going to take what's left on the bottom of that Detailed Hack, if there's anything left. Looks like I need to pick up a little. And you can actually contour your lips. What? In the dryer. Sorry. You know, you can never, as a mom, get through one of these without a disruption. So I just put that contour just a little bit under my lip, and it just gives me like a pout there. Now, I always, before I put my lip color on, I always use our lip conditioner. I'm telling you, this stuff is just, I could never live without. I literally have like 5 backups. I have one in my purse, one in my nightstand, one here, obviously. I love this stuff, and I love them equally. We have the cherry and the mint, but I like them both. All right, so we're doing a pretty pink eyeshadow look. So I think I'm gonna use, what do I wanna use?
Are they ready?
Yes.
They're in the dryer.
It's just, open it up, it's fine. I'm gonna use Ruby today, guys. This is like a really pretty bright pink, and I'm gonna use the multitasker. I could line my lips too, but this is gonna be fine. I love this color. I was scared for a long time of Ruby, and it wasn't until we had a collection come out and I wanted to showcase it that I was like, okay, I gotta give this color a try. I'm not really into bold lips, or I used to not be, but mascara has really helped me step outside my comfort zone. So you can see, it's a beautiful color. You could wear it by itself. I'm also gonna I could use the B Squared brush to do my blush, but I'm gonna use the Best Blend Forever. This bigger side, I love to use this brush. You see, you just pick up a little tiny bit. I love to use it to apply my blush. So we're just gonna go right on the apples of the cheeks, and I just kind of do like a circle motion, and you can see I feel like I'm putting too much on, so I just come over to the other side. Remember, you just blend, blend, blend. So it just gives you don't need very much, but you can go as bold as you want depending on the look that you like as far as your blush. So you can see it just gives me a nice pink. It's beautiful. Okay, now let's finish up the lip. I think what I want to do is I want to add some Honey Illuminator. Honey Illuminator is one of our cream illuminators, and I'm just gonna tell you, has really become a go-to for me. I love to wear it as illuminator, but I also absolutely love to put it in lip colors. So again, multitasker. And I'm just popping a little on. You could really just put this in the pout if you wanted to. Oh, see? It just really kind of tones the lip down and gives it this beautiful shimmer. And you see I can take that cream a little bit above my lip, obviously, and it just adds some beautiful shimmer right in that Cupid's bow and makes my lips appear bigger. So that is Honey Illuminator, okay, over top of Ruby. Gorgeous, I love it. Okay, now the eyeshadow palette that I chose is a pretty pink palette too, okay? So obviously you can see I love these colors, right? This is my personal palette. This color is Mama, which is like a pretty matte pink. We've got Pup, which is like a taupe kind of matte color. Soulmate, which is a pink peachy shimmer. And then You Complete Me, which is like, you can see it's like a metallic kind of mauve shimmer. So I'm gonna wipe off my eyeshadow everything brush. Okay, and the first color I'm gonna use is gonna be Mama, okay? I like to use this color as kind of a base to my pink looks. And you can see I just kind of tap that off because these are powders, and since I did my makeup first, I don't wanna have a bunch of fallout or a bunch of powder fall down on my pretty foundation I just did. So I could really get out of the house just sweeping some of this color on my lid and going. But of course, we're not gonna do that because we're gonna do a whole look. Okay, it's a very soft pink. Now, the next color I'm gonna use, I think is gonna be Pup. And I'm trying to decide. I think I'm gonna still use the eyeshadow everything. And I'm gonna load up the brush with Pup, okay? And you can see I just knocked that excess off. And we're just gonna work it a little bit into the crease right over Mama. And I'm gonna bring it on like half of the lid too. Okay, just like that. Beautiful color. Now, I am gonna flip the brush over and use this more detailed end, and I'm gonna go into You Complete Me. I'm gonna try to use this as like my outer corner color. So I love to use this end when I want more definition. So I'm gonna work, this is a gorgeous color, y'all. I'm gonna work this, you can see I'm just applying it kind of into the crease, and then I'm gonna take it, making like a V here. So I'm kind of using this shimmer as my outer corner color. Isn't that gorgeous? Love this color. This is a great color to put on your lips too. You just put like a little bit of lip conditioner on and then pat some of this color onto your lip and you make a custom lip color. It's gorgeous. See how pretty? It's like the perfect shimmer. And I'm just made it like a V, and then I just fill it in just ever so lightly. Okay, and I'm just gonna take and sweep just to make sure that it's nice and blended. Okay, I want a little bit more. I'm just gonna pick it up on the fluffy end and just apply like so. So a nice, pretty subtle pink. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the blend and tap brush, which is this one. It's got the domed end and the flat end. And I'm actually gonna spray some of our Stay Spray on it. So if you have a shimmer, you can actually make it kind of like a foiled look. So I just sprayed that on the flat end, and we're gonna go into Soulmate. And I want this to be kind of bold and kind of foiled. See? And we're gonna tap this on that inner lid kind of over halfway. And it's just gonna give you kind of like a foiled, pretty look. Look here, and it's just gonna meet over into that You Complete Me. So this brush is great. You can just tap this on and it gives a very pigmented look. So this is a very subtle, everyday eyeshadow palette. Okay, I'm just tapped off that brush. Let's go into that You Complete Me color that we put on the end, and let's just pat a little right here on that outer corner, just to give it a little bit more pigment. Okay, just like that. Now, I do need to put some liner on, so I'm gonna take the multitasker brush that I did my lips. There's kind of this pointed end, and we have Black Friday cream eyeliner. And so I'm gonna take this pointed end and load that up, and we are going to line our lid here. Sorry, trying to do this in the phone here. So it just glides right on, and it's gonna make my lashes, you can tell, it makes the lashes look a lot fuller. So we just put a little there, and I'll tell you what, we're gonna take some, and I'm gonna apply just on this outer kind of corner, just a little. Just to give a little something on that outer kind of corner. Okay, now I wanna make sure I don't have any fallout. I'm just gonna take the brush B Squared that I applied my foundation and just tap right under, make sure I don't have any sparkles from my eyeshadow that had fallen out, okay? Now, I do wanna add a little something under my brow, so we're just gonna go back to Honey, what we put on our lips, and I'm just gonna pick this up with my finger, and we're gonna place this right under the brow, just to give us a little bit of shimmer there. It kind of finishes off this pretty eyeshadow look. Okay, we'll go ahead and take Honey as well since we've got it, and let's go ahead and add some as our illuminator right over top of the blush along that cheekbone. It just gives me a beautiful kind of shimmer glow. Honey is an illuminator that everybody needs. Like, it's so good. So it just adds a little something. You can see when the light hits my face. Okay, I'm gonna put on some mascara primer. And this is just from L'Oreal. This adds some volume, and it also keeps my mascara from smudging. I think I paid like $7 for it. It's not expensive, and it works amazing. Okay, and then we'll take our mascara right over top. Get another mirror here. Okay. We're getting there. I love all the pinks. Love. Okay, So we've got that on. And then I could either set with my Stay Spray. I don't tend to be oily, so I like to use a powder, and I always use the Power Powder Brush. You can see I use it every day. It's got this awesome angled end, and I'm just gonna pick up some our Vanilla Dust setting powder, and I'm just gonna pack that right under my eyes. That's a problem area for me. So I love to use this brush and set right under my eyes. My mascara will not smudge, and then I hit any areas that are problem areas for me. And we're done, I think. So that's it. Super easy, pretty eye, and I'll make sure and post an after picture with the palette that I used. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye, guys.